Leo, there is a hard decision that you have to make. Do the work out here as the first card that popped out here, doing the work to be honest with yourself, do the work to rectify something, do the work to acknowledge something. That's what's coming up in the energy, in the space right now for you, Leo. Denial was another card that popped out here, and it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Excuse me, that popped out upside down. So for some of you, there's some type of distraction possibly, or a barrier that has been getting in the way, and maybe you're not ready to accept that that indeed is the barrier to something that you're wanting to do, achieve, or experience. And maybe it's time to just be honest with yourself, Leo, about what you are experiencing or seeing, or what you are wrapped up in. Cut the cords is out here too. If those first cards didn't make it clear enough that there's something that you need to address so that you can pluck this thing up out of your life and go in the direction that you want to go in. Forgiveness and understanding out here. And then beneath this card, I just noticed, it says learning experience. Kind of feels like, Leo, you might be holding on to something that needs to just be let go of. And by letting this thing go, or acknowledging the loss, acknowledging that maybe something didn't turn out the way that you thought it would, this doesn't make you a failure. This does not mean that you are weak or that you're ignorant. It means that you're in the life process of trial and error. And sometimes we hit an error, but the error has all of the lessons in it. And it kind of feels like you're facing something like that right now. If anyone is DMing you, private messaging you, pretending to be me or any other tarot reader, Leo, please report and block. We want you to be safe out there. God, angel, spirit guides for my friend here. For Leo, God, angel, spirit guides. Help us understand what's their current energy right now in this frequency check. What are they working through? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. For my Leo friend here, what are they working through in this frequency check? Leo, please, okay? Your resources, your money, your opportunities here. We have the King of Pentacles out here, and it's a little bit sideways. So some of you, you're trying to make a decision related to materialism. Maybe there has been some investment that was some type of loss, and you're still trying to make sense of that. Queen of Cups here, and then we also have the Fool out here, and then we also have Death. This is the denial. Okay, so for some of you, this is not intended to be a love reading, but it does feel like there is something related to you and someone else. Maybe this could be a friendship. It could be an employer as well. Maybe you have been trying to, let's start with the couples. Leo, if this is related to a person that you're dealing with, it kind of feels like there's something that you need to address is not going to allow this relationship or this connection to progress. And so in order for you to be free of it, you have to get out of this cycle of pretending like it's not over. I feel like, Leo, I'm speaking to someone where it's been signs, you've been doing your best, you've been trying, and you're ignoring the signs that it's over, because the Death card is upside down. That's kind of staying in something that has disintegrated. It has passed, but you're still staying in that. For those of you where you're dealing with that. For others of you, this could be dealing with someone maybe in banking. Maybe you're going after some loans, some type of investment, maybe trying to get your employer to actually give you the kind of money that you deserve, going after promotion, going after a salary increase perhaps, and they're not showing up doing exactly what you feel like they should do. That's valid for you, that shows your value, because that King of Pentacles is kind of upside down. They're not showing up upright in their ability to be the provider. So if this is not related to love, it kind of feels like it's hard, and maybe you've been trying to keep the heat on them, keep them on top of the fire so that they can actually show up and give you what you deserve. But it kind of feels like someone is not budging here, and it might be time to let it go so that you can be free to see what else is out there in the world for you. That's what this feels like. Very clear reading to me, okay? Especially with denial being out here, cut the cords. This is not a loss, but you're going to free up your energy and time to go after something that is better for you. All right, so let's get some advice out here for you, Leo. God, angel, spirit guides for my Leo here, my friend here, working through this energy. What advice do you have? What do you want Leo to be mindful of? What do you want them to consider? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What do you want Leo to consider? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Advice for Leo, please. Let's see. For Leo. Thank you, God. Okay. Okay. That one just kind of fell out before I shuffled. It's the Tower out here. This is change. It's unavoidable. It's here. It's like, don't resist it. Yep, don't resist it. This is you moving forward despite the changes that are happening here. This kind of feels like some type of plan, right? And as a matter of fact, for some of you with the Seven of Swords, it kind of feels like you being the mastermind to create this change, right? But being prepared for that. God, angel, spirit guys, why are you showing Leo the Seven of Swords? I know traditionally the Seven of Swords is sneaky and deceit, and maybe that is happening. You know, especially for those of you where it's not related to love, or it could be related to love, where there has been some deceit. You are aware of it, but something about this kind of feels like a plan, some type of strategy for some of you, Leo, that is coming up looking at this card, okay? But as I just said, let me make it clear, for some of you, the reason why it's time for you to cut cords or to, you know, address the denial is because, you know, the Tower has happened. Everything is broken down into its bits, and now you have to salvage what you can and keep rolling forward. And it has been because of someone's deceit. You can't go back, right? Everything has fallen apart because the truth has been revealed. For some of you, that's what's going on. So tell us more about why the Seven of Swords is out here, guide angel spirit guides, for Leo, and the advice. Why are you showing Leo this in the advice? Let's see, one more. Why are you showing Leo the Seven of Swords in the advice? Okay. For some of you, you have a secret plan. There's a new opportunity coming through for you, and you feel like it's actually going to be wonderful for you. Out of all of the chaos, out of everything that has fallen apart, some of you, you know that what you want, and it kind of feels like the advice is to keep this to yourself. The thing that you're building that really leads you to what you want, there's someone that does not need to know that this is what you're building, this is what you're working on. Something else that Spirit wants you to know is that an opportunity is going to come through that's going to put you in a position to have what it is that you want, okay? So this is about keeping the faith. This disaster that is happening, the change that has come out of nowhere, unexpected, the change of plans, it's for a reason. And it feels like by you being in your action, going forward, again, salvaging what you can and leaving what you don't need, because you're cutting some cords here, right? By you doing that, you're absolutely going to have what you want. The true reason why you are activated in the first place, the whole reason why you are on this chariot in the first place. But this plan feels like it needs to remain to you, especially for those of you where you are dealing with someone romantically and you're thinking about moving out of a home because there's safety reasons. There's some of this you might want to keep to yourself, right? Don't use this information about the new job or opportunity that's come through, a new contract, new money that's going to help you be able to, you know, move on and have what you want. If you're with someone and you're in the process of breaking up, they do not need to know this information just yet. For some of you, it kind of feels like if you're dealing with someone and you are in the process of separating, or there is a divorce that you all are working through, there might be some asset concealment. There may be some stuff that's going on behind your back, some information related to another home, money. Don't be distracted by that. It still just kind of feels like you need to be focused on what you are doing, what you are building, and it's going to see you out of this. But this change is happening. There's going to be a change that's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be uncomfortable if you haven't experienced that already, but you do your part to keep what you can, protect your assets, don't tell all of your business, and you go in the direction that works for you, and you have it because you're deserving of it. Especially if someone has been deceitful in the past, keep going toward your dream. I love you, Leo. That is what I have for you, and I hope that I see you next week. Take care. Bye.